Can you trust your ears? Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
Microphone on.
So, audio illusions are something that, well, they're my favorite kind of illusions because, of course, I can't see. And, I don't know. This could be very fun or very, very hard. We got quite a few audio illusions. 4 separate videos. So we can jump in.
You may recognize the song being played as All Star by Smash Mouth, and if you do, something amazing is about to happen. Even though only piano notes are being played, if you know this song, you'll start to hear the lead singer's voice and the words being sung. I swear, what you're hearing is 100% digital piano, simply matched to the frequency of the original song and not mixed with real vocals. And yet, you can hear the words. This speaking piano shows a similar phenomenon. It's hard to make out what it's saying, but as soon as words are on screen, you begin to hear it talking. Hearing is all about perception. After a sound wave hits your ear, it's transformed into signals for your brain. But your brain gets so many external signals that it can't process it all at once, and so it uses context to craft what you're hearing. You hear the lyrics because the brain uses information it already has to understand the world around you, which is why if you've never heard the song, it will sound like nonsense. But even without words, we sometimes hear things that aren't there. Take this jumping transmission tower, for example. Around 20% of people will actually hear a thud each time it lands in a phenomenon known as visually evoked auditory response. Do you hear it? It's a type of synesthesia, which is when the senses like hearing and sight get crossed in the brain. Expectation is also playing a role here. A 2006 study scanned the brains of participants who were told they would eventually hear a sound. As they were listening to the silence and expecting to hear something, the auditory cortex was activated in the same way as when you are actually listening to sound. So, do you hear it now? Our brains are pretty good at filling in the gaps, like in this audio clip.
The state governors met with their respective legislatures convening in the capital city.
But now listen to it with the cough removed.
The state governors met with their respective legislatures convening in the capital city.
There's literally a full syllable missing, but with the cough, people tend to hear the entire word.
The state governors met with their respective legislatures convening in the capital city.
This illusion is known as temporal induction. Your brain fills in information to make sense of the world. Now listen to this rhythm. Sounds like it's getting faster, doesn't it? The thing is, it will seemingly get faster forever if I let it continue to play. This is known as the Risset rhythm, in which a beat starts relatively slow and starts to speed up, but as it gets faster, beat 2 starts at exactly half the speed, and they increase in speed together. Eventually the faster one fades out as the slower one fades in, and the loop continues. But your brain can't pick up the subtlety, and as a result, it sounds like it's speeding up forever. Love learning about amazing and interesting things in the world? We actually just started a brand new podcast called Side Note, where we explore the things that are stumping us or making us curious in life, and then insert all the mind-blowing science behind it. We'd love for you to check it out on iTunes or whichever podcast app you use. Your support means a ton to us as we slowly journey into exploring more science in a new medium. Again, it's called Side Note, and it's brand new, so we're excited to know what you think. We'll leave some links below. And subscribe for more weekly science videos every Thursday.
Okay, well that was actually pretty epic. Hold on.
Video cat. Stop. Selected. Photos. 5.
Felt like I was gonna see.
Many of us have become quick to catch illusions that trick our eyes, but how often do you consider illusions of the ear? Are you really able to trust your ears and the things they hear? For example, listen to Greg speaking.
Bar, 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 bar.
What do you hear? If you heard bar, 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 you'd be right. But how about now?
Bar, 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 bar.
Chances are you heard far, far, far this time with an F, except you didn't. In fact, the audio didn't even change between the two videos.
Bar, bar, bar.
Strange as it may seem, what you hear depends on which video you're looking at. Go ahead, take turns watching each video and see how the sound morphs.
Bar, bar, bar.
This is a perfect example of something called the McGurk effect, which shows how our visuals can alter what we believe we're hearing. Now I want you to count how many times you see a circle flash on screen.
1,
Let's do that one more time.
1.
Did you see it flash twice? Many people do, yet without the sound, it becomes clear that the circle is only flashing once. In this case, the sound has altered your perceived vision. The next one works best with other people around. I'll play 2 tones and you tell me if they're ascending or descending. In other words, are the notes played from low to high or high to low? Listen to this. Which was it? How about this one?
What? That's all 2 of them. So I think the so it's from high to low. High to low.
Write down what you heard for each number and let us know in the comments. Chances are, if you compare with enough people, you'll all have different answers. Surprising? Try some more.
Yeah, same.
And this one.
Oh, it's low to high.
How is it possible that you're hearing something different from others? It's an auditory illusion called the tritone paradox. It's created in such a way that the tones contain both a higher and lower frequency in them, but our brains have a preference of which to listen to.
Selected.
Diana Deutsch, the
Photos.
creator of this
7.
illusion, found that your geography and language from infancy all play a role in deciding this preference. Finally, listen to this audio clip of a gradually climbing tune.
Oh yeah.
And yet, if I play the exact same clip back to you, it will sound like it's only continuing to climb higher and higher. I swear this is the exact same clip I just played. You can rewind that section of this video over and over and check for yourself. Try it. Each time you start it over, the tune is seemingly climbing even higher. It's called the Shepard tone illusion, of which there are many variations.
I can't be tricked with these audio illusions.
In it, multiple sine waves are played on top of one another, raising in pitch, while one quickly drops down an octave as the others continue rising. But our brain doesn't notice this drop, and so the clips sound like they're rising forever. These illusions may help to explain how something like music can have such a profound yet varying effect on our minds, which we discuss in our New ASAP Thought episode here, along with the question of whether or not music can save your life. There's a link in the description to watch it. So, do you still trust your ears? Got a burning question you want answered? Ask it in the comments or on Facebook and Twitter. And if you want the inside scoop on upcoming episode ideas and behind the scenes, check out our personal Instagram and Twitter handles. And subscribe for more weekly science videos.
That one is also super cool. Now, if you're wondering why I sound different, it's because I'm using a headphone mic today. Epic.
Play. Less than a second elapsed of less than. Selected. Photos. 9:18.
At any one moment, we are being bombarded by sensory information. Our brains do a remarkable job of making sense of it all. It seems easy enough to separate the sounds we hear from the sights we see. But there is one illusion that reveals this isn't always the case.
Ba, ba, ba.
Have a look at this. What do you hear?
Ba, 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 ba,
But look what happens when we change the picture.
ba, 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 ba.
And yet, the sound hasn't changed. In every clip, you are only ever hearing ba with a B.
Ba, ba, ba,
It's an illusion known as the McGurk effect.
ba,
Take another look.
ba,
Concentrate first on the right of the screen.
ba,
Now to the left of the screen.
ba.
The illusion occurs because what you are seeing clashes with what you are hearing.
In the illusion, what we see overrides what we hear. So the mouth movements we see as we look at a face can actually influence what we believe we're hearing. If we close our eyes, we actually hear the sound as it is. If we open our eyes, we actually see how the mouth movements can influence what we're hearing. Ba, ba, ba.
It's a bizarre effect. Remember, the only sound you're hearing is ba with a B.
Ba, 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 ba.
What's remarkable about this illusion is even knowing how it's done doesn't seem to make a difference.
Ba. The effect works no matter how much you know about the effect. I've been studying the McGurk effect for 25 years now, and I've been the face in the stimuli. I've seen stimuli thousands of times, but the effect still works on me. I can't help it. The speech brain just takes in that information and doesn't care about what outside knowledge you bring to bear.
Selected. Photos. 11. Stop.
The
Microphone.
McGurk
On.
effect shows us that what we hear may not always be the truth.
Ba,
But it also helps us to understand what happens when our senses conflict.
ba, ba, ba. When the brain has the conflicting information, it tries to make sense of that conflict. And depending on what type of modality is providing more, salient information, that information might override or at least combine with the other information.
So we can't always trust what we hear, because sometimes our sense of vision takes over, enabling us to maintain a coherent view of the world.
Okay, let's see what this next.
Serve. Air. Headphones. Button. Video. Skip ad.
Can you trust your ears? Many of you know different illusions that delude your eyes, but how often do you hear of illusions for our ears? Can you really trust your ears and what they hear? An example, listen and try to understand what she says. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. What did she say? If you heard 4, 4, 4, then you're right. But what do you hear now? 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. There's a chance that you may hear paw or door now, with a P or
No.
D, but actually you don't. It is one and the same audio, with both videos. As crazy as it may seem, what you hear depends on which of the two videos you see. Watch both videos in turns now, and listen how the sound changes. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. This is a perfect example for the so-called McGurk effect, which shows how our senses can change and what we think to hear. Now I want you to count how often you see a circle appear. And now again. Did you see it twice? If yes, then you are one of the many people who do too. Without noise, it becomes clear that the circle only appears once. In this case, the noise fooled your optical perception. The next example works best with several people. Two different notes are played, and you should say whether the tone rises or falls. In other words, are the notes played from low to high or from high to low? Listen carefully.
This is the exact same test.
Which one was it? How about in this example? Note down what you heard with both examples and let us know in the comments. If you listen to it with a group of friends, there's a chance that you all heard something different. Big surprise? Let's try a few more. And now this one. How is it possible that you heard something different than the others? This is an audio illusion called tritone paradox. It's all built up in a way so that both notes contain high and low frequencies, but our brain decides which one we want to hear. Diana Deutsch, the creator of the illusion, discovered that your
Video
original and the language you spoke as a child
2 minutes
play a big
23
role in
seconds
your
elapsed
decision.
of 3
To finish
53
off,
seconds.
listen to this
Track
audio
position.
clip of Rising Melody. This effect is called Sharput scale. There are quite a lot of variations. Several so-called sine waves are played at the same time with increase
Track
of the
22
pitch.
seconds.
One of the sine waves lowers by an octave, which sounds like the note wanders higher and higher. This illusion helps explain why music, for example, has such a strong but varying impact on our minds. So guys, if you still can't believe it, listen to it all again, share the video with your friends, and test if your friends heard the same thing as you do. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Well, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Tomorrow will be a mythical throwback. Just to switch it up. Don't worry, you'll be surprised with what's coming tomorrow. Something very, very similar to this. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you Wednesday.